This is the Art of Network Engineering podcast. In this podcast, we'll explore tools, technologies, and talented people. We aim to bring you information that will expand your skill sets and toolbox and share the stories of fellow network engineers. Welcome to the Art of Network Engineering Live. Yeah. We are in Asheville, North Carolina at the High Wire Brewing event space facility, and we are here with a bunch of our friends in real time. This is crazy. It's one thing to record on Riverside and see you guys like chatting with us. It's a whole other thing to be here with you, like actually staring at us. I'm a little nervous right now.
I know, we can't ignore them.
I better drink a beer.
Yeah. I see every one of them in their underwear right now.
Good thing there's a tablecloth blocking us.
And I.
Dan, am I in my underwear in your mind?
Less.
No.
I'm already so embarrassed.
I'm highly
near all of
uncomfortable.
you. So.
All right, I am AJ Murray at No Blinky Blinky, and I am so proud to be flanked by my podcast crew at Tim Bertino. Tim, how you doing, Tim?
Hi, everybody.
Tim's lit.
What?
In two ways.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just happy to be here. It almost didn't happen.
Right, for you, yeah, for sure.
I was supposed to get here at 7 p.m. on a Thursday, and I got here at about 1 a.m. on Saturday.
Yep.
So I had a little extra time on my hands at the airport. But everybody here, including my wife at home, they rallied to get me on the right flight to get here. I'm excited. I can't believe everybody that's come. I just don't have words. Which
I know.
It's awesome.
Which is not usual for you. You usually have words.
Not the right ones, but I usually have some.
We weren't going to give up on you.
No way. No way.
No.
You're not a quitter.
I'm fine.
After Andy called you a quitter.
Oh, yeah. Should we unpack? Let's unpack that. So Andy's really good at this thing called tough love. And I'm not a traveler.
Most dads are.
So well, he's not my dad. I don't think. Are you? How old are you?
Oh, no.
For once, that wasn't Dan asking it.
So,
wow,
you too?
Nice.
Sorry, dude. I've been drinking.
Lexi's got my back.
So, I'm stressed out. They canceled the flight right as I walked to the board to look at it. So I tell everybody what's going on. Everybody's frantic trying to help me get on another flight. And I'm like, I just don't know if it's going to happen. I might have to turn around and go home. And everybody's being really super supportive. Oh, we understand. We'd love to see you here. And then I get a message coming from Andy. One word, quitter.
Well, that's because you were like, I might just go home. I'm just going to go home. I can't do this. Flying's hard.
So I saw that and I'm like, I got to go see this fucker.
Yeah, told you.
And punch him
Get
in
right
the
in his face and say, I love you, man. So that's my story this week, other than getting to, I had been to Vermont to see AJ, but I feel like I know these people so well, but never seen in the flesh. And it's,
Yeah.
and recording the episode this morning with Open Gear, it was just wild. And this is too.
Yeah.
We're not going to be able to go back to doing it all.
Oh, no, we're not.
All right, we're only having
This
one
is the
episode.
last.
The show's
Is
over.
this our last
This
episode?
is probably the last show.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
You came to the first and last. You should probably ask somebody else how they're doing now.
All right, at Andy Laptef. Andy,
Hey,
it's so nice to be
I know.
right here with you.
I know.
To make fun of you, like, to your face. And see the cringe and the pain. No, I'm just kidding.
You should have let Dan intro Andy.
I know.
No, that wouldn't.
There's a reason why I'm here between these two.
Yes.
To separate them
Yes.
from fight, punching each
I was
other.
going to say, this is like an intro to a UFC fight. You got the guys on the other side. AJ's doing his Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't see the tub of pudding that they have out the back?
Hello.
Yeah.
No, that's tomorrow night's show.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Andy's had some espresso today. Am I right? Yeah? Yeah.
I can see the air.
It was called the red eye, right?
Andy, your hair looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Did you get a cut this morning?
He did it.
He
himself.
did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you're.
What'd that guy say yesterday? You could set a clock by my hair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was hilarious.
Are you asking me how I'm doing, or are we just going to break my stones the whole time we're
how
here?
you
All
doing?
right, cool.
How you doing?
Hey, everybody.
This is
I am
fun.
great. This has been fantastic. Meeting, obviously, everybody in person. And Chris Denny's been like the mayor, just bringing us around, showing us. So it's just been really great. The barbecue's been fantastic. The people are great. And just thank you for coming. You know, this was a lift for you guys. You had to drive, you had to fly, and just it means so much that something that started as a study group that turned into a podcast that now we have a room full of people. Like, it just, I can't find words, but this just is one of the highlights of my career at the very least. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Cheers to this.
Top that, Dan.
Cheers. Clink. And on that note, AJ. Mr. No Blinky Blinky, how are you doing?
I'm doing very
How
well.
you
Thank
feeling?
you. Thank
Feeling
you.
good?
I'm
How much espresso have you had today?
not that much today.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like we're not talking about espresso. What do we?
Is that
I don't
code
know.
word?
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
This is a professional podcast.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it
When
sure
did
is.
this become a professional podcast?
So how you feeling? You had like a 4-hour round trip drive last night.
Yeah,
to
that was
Tim
fun.
at the airport.
Yeah, no, we went out and got Tim. Like I was a little tired on the way out there, but like seeing Tim, like the adrenaline hit. It's like all 5 of us are going to be together soon.
Yeah, because you look at me and I just, I scream adrenaline.
You do.
I sure do.
You do.
Did anybody see the tweet of when Tim got back to our Airbnb?
Oh my God, that
he was
was
drinking
hilarious.
a beer outside of my bedroom
Yeah,
door.
I am the one who cut Andy's hair at 2 o'clock this morning.
got drunk
Well, he
outside of
was
my bedroom
sleeping.
door. Thanks for
Yeah.
not coming in.
Creepy.
You should have like just opened the door and screamed, "Fire! Get up, Andy! I'm here." No, this has been incredible. I'm having so much fun. Dan at Howdy Packet
Howdy.
in the flesh.
Yeah. I'm doing good.
Dan drove
You
me
didn't ask
home
me,
this
but-
morning.
Yeah, I did actually. I got to drive the
Oh, you
Yukon.
drove? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
back.
How was the handling? How did she
It was
go?
interesting. The seat the vibration in the seat. That
Oh
was,
yeah, when you're about
Oh,
to hit
yeah.
something.
I wasn't ready for that.
That
Yeah.
only
So-
happens when you're about to hit something, I thought.
So all week long, these guys have been complaining about my driving.
Because he drives like a lunatic.
And I do that because when you're about to hit something, the entire seat in this Yukon vibrates, and I enjoy it. So I drive like a
I
shithead.
don't
and
know, too much.
The seat vibrates a lot.
Did we ever
It's too
figure out
much.
if that's supposed to happen? Does that just happen?
It happens when I sit in it. No, it's fun. So I felt like I didn't have a choice but to let Dan drive last night
Yeah.
because we talked to my wife briefly during the trip, and Dan was just like, AJ won't let me drive the rental, and I really want to drive the rental. And my wife said to me very sternly, AJ, let him drive the rental.
Yeah, and I drove it.
And you
Yeah,
felt
that's
the
a-
Well, the only thing that sucked about that is I had to wait like 2.5 hours to give you a hug.
Yeah, that was weird. So Tim was in the back, and so we're having a conversation, but I can't look at him because I gotta focus on
The seat
road
would have
here.
vibrated like
You
crazy.
didn't, wait, you didn't stop? You didn't stop like when you were at the airport to pick him up? Get out?
It was like it was almost like we kidnapped him. Like we
Just
stopped,
like a drive-by, like
jumped
jump in,
out.
jump
Well,
in.
it was
Right.
under. It was under my own will. I
Yeah,
promise.
it was consensual.
All right.
But then we I didn't even put it in park. I don't think. And
No.
we took off. So
Wow.
yeah, and then when we finally got
blame
back
you.
to the house, we
Was it a rolling stop? Did you not stop for me?
I might not have.
Okay.
I don't know at this point.
Y'all wanted to get home. It was a 2-hour
Yeah,
drive. I can't
yeah.
believe
I think
you
we
did
should
that.
stop crying about how hard Tim's commute was.
Yeah.
I think we've driven that point
Enough.
home.
No,
I mean, I'm a
beat that
quitter
horse.
after all. We don't. Yeah.
as you sit here with us.
But did it work?
But what this whole thing is just crazy. Like I can see Manny's guns from here. Like what? When we used to get in the happy hour, it's like a lot of these faces around here. I've seen these faces through cameras, and then here it is. It's like I see y'all right here. It blows my mind, especially after the last 2.5 years or whatever of COVID and not being able to get out and see people or be with your friends. Like we came together at just a crazy time,
Yeah.
It was support, in the Discord channel, on Twitter, all that stuff. Like I just, it's just crazy, right? Like we couldn't be with each other, right? And
Right.
and now here we are. We're having this get together, and I'm blown away, honestly.
Yeah, y'all had the whole study group and everything for.
Yeah,
And you just never saw each other during that
nope.
time.
Mm-mm.
Dang.
The first time I saw AJ was last year, and then Tim saw AJ, but no, none of us have seen each other or anything.
This community got me through some dark times in 2020. I'll tell you that.
right.
Yeah, same.
That's what started the mental health episode. Was like,
So-
oh my
Yeah.
god.
So, for me, like, big shout out to everyone here. Like, you guys rock. Like, y'all are answering people's questions in the Discord. Like, people coming in for CCNA help and whatnot. Like, y'all are answering the. Golly, it's just. I wish I had that.
Yeah.
When I first started down this whole network
Same.
path. And
Me too.
everything. It's
Yeah.
just, it's awesome. So, big shout out to everyone here. Let's hear it.
Thank y'all.
Raise your glass.
Yeah.
All right. We got one more.
Gotta
The best.
Deal with one more.
Save the best for last.
That's right. Lexi at Track and Pacer. Lexi, how are you?
Hey, what's up? Shitbirds.
Yes, a shitbird. All right.
You know, I had to
This
do
whole
it.
time.
I had to do it. I was holding it in. Yeah, no, I'm doing good. I've survived in a house with 4 men so far, so
That's fair.
it's been good.
That's
it's,
fair.
It's a win.
Yeah, we put you in the basement, so.
They did. They put me in
Now,
the basement.
I gave her the option if she wanted the master suite. She said no.
Big Daddy walked in the house, threw his shit in the master suite, and said, "This is mine."
I wasn't going to take that over. I appreciate it though.
But just
Nice
to give an
gesture.
just to clear the air here, the basement has a full suite.
It
down
does.
there.
Oh, it's a nice
So,
basement.
Yeah, it's.
So I don't have to
I just
do
got
it.
a room upstairs. That's it,
Oh.
and I got to share a bathroom with those two guys.
Well, you poop
Gross.
every other hour, so that's why we put Lexi downstairs.
I'm marking my territory, okay?
Never seen a human poop as much as Dan had in Packet.
I can
got nervous.
Just call him Poopy Packet.
I can shut that basement door, and it's just me and the spiders.
Yeah.
It's really peaceful.
spiders.
It's peaceful down there. Me and the cellar spiders. Yeah, it's nice.
Sounds like a start to a
I'm doing
Marvel
good.
movie or something.
Yeah. Something
Just
like
saying.
that.
Getting bit by
Have you
it.
been bit yet?
No.
Oh.
They're my friends. We just hang out. They eat the bugs down there. It's nice. Yeah.
She's already trained them. She's been here for 2 days and she's already trained them to do her bidding.
It's a testament to how introverted I am. Talking about
Just
the
me and the
spiders.
spiders.
Fuck, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I'm doing great. It's great to meet y'all and all the joking and the broing out. It's really adorable.
You're still here.
It's adorable. Yeah, I've made it.
Was it too much
Hey, I've
growing?
been called
No, I
many
love
things,
it.
but adorable has never been one.
Well, maybe this is the first and last time.
Yeah, probably.
Who knows? No, it's been great. It's been so weird to meet you guys in person, but awesome.
Wait,
they're all
weird?
much taller than I was like ready for, just because they're usually like right in front of me on a screen. But other than that, no crazy surprises. Nobody's a catfish. I was kind of expecting some kind of differences, but nope, they're pretty much the same as they look.
It's funny,
Yeah.
Dan and Tim, when they came to see me, they were really relieved that I wasn't a catfish.
Yeah.
Dude, I flew across the country.
Yeah.
I mean, what is,
I drove across the country.
Oh, so cute.
I am who I say I am. What can I say?
All right, AJ, what are we doing?
All right, this episode is about community, and we are so happy that you guys are here, so we want to definitely focus on the community aspect. We want to do a winning section, so we invite you to come up and share your wins, and we're going to record them as part of the show. So if you have any wins, let's get ready to line up in front of the microphone, maybe.
You got the goat there
So you
somewhere.
can't do that because nobody's gonna volunteer.
Do you want to
first,
say?
so,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Time
we know
for the
someone
wins.
does.
If anybody has a win,
Yeah.
Do your usual
And,
spiel.
Come on.
And
remember,
now.
you
Get
can
up
make
here.
them up. So
yeah. You just have to look Andy directly in the eye when you say your win.
I'll go first.
Why?
Here, I'll start off. Ready?
Hold on.
yeah, go
If
for
I
it.
can
Let's
get
test this
out
out.
from under these.
And now it's
Take your
time for
headphones
some
off.
wins.
Take your headphones off.
Oh shit! Thank you. Woo! All right, headphones good enough. All right. All right. So.
Hold on.
DJ AJ.
Hello. Okay. So I don't know if everybody knows this, but I've been going through a problem at my house where I can't get hummingbirds to come to my house. So I've been really upset about it. And the other day I bought like a new hummingbird formula and I put it out and I saw one hummingbird hovering around my window, and that's my win.
Give it up.
All right, let's go.
Come on, we got a room full of people. There's got to be
That's
some wins
the
in
bar
here.
that I have set. All right, it's very low.
I have another non-technology win.
Wait. Who are you?
Oh, hi. My name's Jordan Villarreal.
Hi, Jordan.
Hi, Jordan.
At System MTU1.
Yes.
And my win is I made it here.
Yes. Yes.
That's it. Very simple.
No. So was it Tuesday? Was it Tuesday when your boss was like, "Why aren't you going?"
Yeah, so I initially wasn't going to come, and it just wasn't financially going to work for me.
Yeah.
And I brought it up, and he said, well, part of what you need to be doing is interacting with communities. So go interact with the community.
Yeah. So they footed the bill and everything?
Yeah.
Dude, awesome.
That's awesome. Thanks, Jordan.
Cheers.
Thanks, Jordan.
Oh, we got another one.
Yeah.
Hey, I know this guy.
I know him.
Yeah. Introduce yourself.
He just took your finger guns thing.
Damn it. That was my thing.
Dan can't use it now.
Oh man, okay, so I'm Michael Kutka, Mike V2 on the Discord.
Hi, Mike.
Am I?
When is this airing?
Tomorrow.
No, it's not airing tomorrow.
It's actually airing now on
like 2
Twitch.
weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks out.
That's fine.
All right.
2 or 3.
So, so my win is a personal win as well. Myself and my wife are expecting.
So is that going to be V3?
Thank you.
Is that V3? V3?
What's that?
Is that going to be V3?
Mike V3.
Congratulations, brother. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's a big one.
All
All right, I'd like to see you top that one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is the first time. I mean, this is the first time I haven't heard anyone do a win that has to do with like a cert. We usually have like 500 people earning a cert in 1 week.
Well, I don't have any.
Yeah, Bart. Yeah.
Art.
I just passed the AWS certified specialty.
Who are you?
Oh yeah. My name's Cloud Bart. Thanks, friends.
Hi, Bart.
I live here in Asheville, so I really appreciate y'all coming to join me here. It's a good.
Well, we appreciate you coming to join us.
Yes.
Thank you, Bart.
Yeah.
And congratulations on that.
It was
Say it
good.
again.
I got to admit, it was a recertified, but it's still a learning experience.
It is.
Oh, yeah, always.
Awesome, Bart. Thanks, buddy.
All right, here we
Yeah.
go. Here we
Oh,
go.
oh.
I know this guy.
Wait, Robin has a win?
This guy who
That
has
doesn't
like
happen.
10 wins every other day.
The winningest name in Discord.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Who is this?
I usually don't post.
Fucking liar.
All right, my name is Robin Canella. Last name is Cinnamon, so they call me Cinnamon. Just remember
Cinnamon.
that.
Hot cinnamon.
My recent accomplishment is I graduated with my bachelor's in cybersecurity.
Whoa! Congrats.
In like 7 months.
It's like 10 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jeez.
details.
You got a 4-year degree in 7 months.
Wow.
Wow, dude.
Congrats, Rob.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Awesome to see you.
That's fantastic.
Rob.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Yes, thank you.
Start interviewing yet?
All right, anyone else? Anyone else?
Last
Bueller.
chance.
Bueller.
No, we good. Okay.
All right.
All
No
right.
awkward
All right. Thank you so much. We probably have some new Patreons this week, but I don't know who they are. I've been in the Patreon app for quite a while.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Is it just me or is that goat scream like extra long?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
on the board?
Yeah. I did a little editing before
He
I put
adds
it
a
in the
little
board.
bit of
Yeah.
another syllable in there.
I added that broadcast bass.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right. We are so thankful for our community. It's truly amazing what that Discord has turned into. It started out as a study group. It somehow became the support channel for the podcast. And we've got over 2,000 members in there now. And it is an internet place, and I am shocked every day that there isn't some troll hanging out in there pissing people off. But I think it's a testament to the to the kind of people that we have in that community that help regulate it, right? Like I think there have been a couple of things here and there, but everybody in there is so supportive and quickly shuts that shit down, and it just makes it such a welcoming
There's
place.
great
Yeah.
staff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're looking out.
Yeah, we have a staff channel. Actually, there's a few of them here.
Who?
I'm looking at that table over there. Yeah. Tim. Yeah.
They keep the
Staff
riffraff
table.
out.
Yeah, you guys stay away from them. They'll kick you out.
And I just want to say a few words, like, you know, like Andy said, like this whole thing has been going on like throughout the pandemic, and there's been so much camaraderie and you know, just being able to go to people in the community and talk about stuff that's going on in your life when you don't have anybody else to reach out to, like, this has been so much more than network engineering, studying for certifications. Like, there's real friendships going on here, and it's just been so amazing to finally meet a lot of these people, like, in person.
And unless you haven't had a community to rely on, like I've told the story 1,000 times, but sitting in my cable truck as a cable guy, studying for the CCNA, and all my colleagues telling me, you're wasting your time, the certification isn't going to do anything, you're wasting your money, and they're all still there. And I've had some really cool networking jobs, but this is the community I wish I had.
Yeah.
And we've just had so many people reach out and thank us, and resume reviews and critiques and interview prep, and it's so nice to see it grow and what it means to people and what it means to us. It feels so nice to help,
Right.
And it's so much more than just nice words back and forth and just saying, hey, you'll get the next one, good job, that kind of thing. There's real world, tangible experiences that are going on. And I'm going to go an example of two people at that table over there, Mike V2 and Manny. So,
Oh my God.
both part of the Discord channel. Mike V2 got a promotion, became a manager, was able to backfill his position, and worked with Manny to get a job.
Yeah.
To help. I mean, Manny, you got it on your own. I'm not taking any of that away from you, but the connections made, the tangible, real life things that are coming out of this community, I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah.
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 So what you're saying is if you join our Discord, you can get jobs.
Yeah, trust me.
All right, Mike, how many more positions you got open?
Around the hook now.
Seriously, though, Manny, congratulations. And I do want to highlight Manny some more, too, because he and I have had a lot of heart-to-heart discussions over Discord. So this is really surreal to get to meet Manny and everybody else today. But I got the breakdown of his of the interviews that he went on and how he handled himself. And you would have got that job no matter what. So congratulations.
Manny.
So one thing I also want to talk about too is like being able to I consider myself just kind of like an everyday engineer, right? My technical title is a network administrator, right? But being able to be on that Discord channel and like I'm gonna point out Tim over there. I've reached out to you multiple times and you've like answered my questions, and I consider you like a cream of the crop in our community. Like,
Tim Mack, everybody.
And like you took time out of your day to just help me with stuff, right? Just answer some of my questions, like how is this done? Like how does this work? Because remember I asked you about some AWS stuff, and you totally just like took your time to kind of explain some of that to me. And I really appreciate that. And I think that has happened to multiple people in this community with this Discord channel. So
Yeah. Can I embarrass Chris Hart too? Because
Yes.
he has been super helpful to not just me with like weird niche things, but also a bunch of people in the community. So thank you, Chris, who has
Yes.
been in TAC in the past and like used that experience to better the community. Thank you so much. It's
Crazy
awesome.
Bug Chris. That's what we'll
Yeah, writing the tweets about crazy bugs
Just the-
he finds
yeah.
and explaining like the reasons behind it. It's so fascinating. I love it. Yeah.
yeah, and like to your point though, like I mean we have TAC engineers in our Discord.
Yeah, it's wild.
How wild is that? Like
Yeah.
I don't know, that's just crazy.
TAC engineers, TMEs,
Yeah.
just managers,
essays.
recruiters.
Yeah.
It's
You
nuts.
got you got people from just getting into I mean we have AV guys
Yeah.
in the
Sound
in the Discord.
engineers, lighting engineers.
Yeah, and then it's crazy to me.
Can I talk about my favorite channel on the Discord
Yes,
server?
please do, please do.
It's Failureplex.
Oh,
I love it.
So-
Because not because I like people failing, but
I like to watch the world burn.
it makes me feel better, and I think a lot of us see that sort of like Instagram reality type of thing, where online, regardless of the platform, right, where everyone's getting their certs, everyone's getting their dream job, blah blah blah, and sometimes it's like, I failed an RC, and that felt horrible for a while, right? And it's nice to see other people normalizing failure, right? I think that's how we've phrased it.
Right.
Like normalizing failure. You fail an exam, whatever, get back on the horse, take the exam again, study more, like just keep going, right? And I think that channel is like really important for mental health reasons and being just like a nice, wholesome culture in that Discord server. I'm really proud of it.
AJ, talk about that, because you kind of have a
Yeah,
personal.
why is it even there?
Yeah.
Go back to episode number 1 when you explained that.
Yeah, seriously.
The failure plaques?
Yes.
I think it was episode number 2. But I'm not going to.
Tim, you are fired.
Way to go,
I'm just
Tim.
kidding.
Well,
I'm
if you
just
would have
kidding.
invited me at the beginning,
I'm just
but
kidding.
whatever.
So failing exams is part of this whole thing, right? Like everybody fails exams, but like Lexi said, when you go on to social media, you don't normally see people posting about the failures, right? And that's something that's always stuck with me when I started doing the blogging and the social media thing. I just wanted to be very transparent about my experience because I knew that other people were failing and they just didn't want to share the failures. Maybe they weren't failing. Maybe I'm just a dumbass. I don't know.
No.
I don't think that's the case.
Definitely not.
But there was a period where I failed my CCNA a couple times. I passed the CCENT. I passed the Part 2. I passed my CCDA, and then I passed the switch exam. But then there was a period where I failed like 10 exams in a row, a combination of the old NP route, the old NPT shoot, and then I failed Encore a couple of times. And I just never gave up, right? Like at some point, it became more than get the cert. It was like, I know I can do this.
Yeah.
Like I know my stuff. Like I had mentors, I had tutors, and we went through all the routing protocols, spanning tree and everything. And they're just like, dude, I don't understand why you're failing this. Like you got this. Like, and so it's just a matter of slow down when I take the test. Don't, read 3/4 of the question and try to answer it, right? Like just slow down a little bit and you'll pass it. So I always wanted to normalize failure, to make sure that like it's okay to fail. It's part of the journey. And one of the times that I posted a failure, Kevin Myers, Stub Area 51 on Twitter, he said to me, it's all about the journey. And my mind just exploded. I'm like, you're right. It is all about the journey. Like, because I failed 10 exams in a row, when I finally passed Encore, that was the biggest win of my life. And it just felt so much better than had I just passed it the first time. And so to have the Failure Plaques channel, I don't know, we need a Failure Plaque sticker.
We do.
Yeah. We need an actual plaque.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
An actual plaque.
Yeah.
You pass the failure plaque back and forth. You failed.
It's like a stamp fail.
Yeah, that'll make us feel good.
But AJ, before you shared that and before the failure plaque became a thing and before I had a community, I didn't know that other people were failing exams.
Right.
And
Really
I failed,
normalize it.
I failed the CCNA 3 times before I passed it.
Oh, yeah,
and
me
that was
too.
my way off the ladders and into like a networking job. And every exam that I failed, I thought those people are right at work. I'm wasting my time. I'm not like, I failed out of computer science in college. Oh, well, I don't get to be in IT. Oh, bummer. So then years later, it was the same kind of thing. So just the power of this community that like, no, we're all failing. It's okay. Because I can remember thinking like, all right, I really don't belong.
Right.
So if it's just one of 1,000 things I love about this community.
Yep, absolutely. I love watching that channel. Like, I love seeing the winning channel. Like, it's really great to see all the wins, but I love it when people are brave enough to throw out there, like, yep, I failed this one, and I'm going to do it again. Right. Or when they fail it, and they're just like, God damn, and then, like, within seconds, other people are jumping into the channel, like, so what? Like, go study. Like, let's figure out what your weak areas are, and you're going to get this. Like, the way that people rally behind somebody and get them to be like, you know what, you're right. Like, I can do this. Like, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
The sheer amount of support is overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and to add to that too, it's not even just the like technical know-how. Like, I'll put Tim on the spotlight again. He's like, damn it, quit saying my name. But you've helped people with their resumes and whatnot in technical interviews and that kind of stuff. So and to kind of pivot off of that a little bit, we have what's her name? Brittany.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brittany.
Career Bits with Britt. That's it. Yeah. We have a technical recruiter who she specializes in network engineers, right? And and she's in our Discord. So we have resources in our Discord that is part of the community, right? We have people, we have trainers from CBT Nuggets in there. It's crazy. Like the help that we have in this community. Like whatever you're looking for, we've got it, right?
I've never experienced anything like it. Like I was joking earlier with the Open Gear folks, like I used to sell used cars. There was no community. There was no help. If you took a day off, somebody stole your deals. You know, like I've just never had a job or a community where like people are just selflessly helping. Tim has helped me with my resume. Brittany has helped me with some career stuff.
Yeah.
I'm meeting Nicole for the first time, who I work with at Juniper, because of this community and this show, and that we all came together. Like, just, it's endless.
And you, Andy, have helped people with salary negotiation.
I tried.
That, yeah.
Right. And the home labs, and like, I mean, it's just endless. But it's people like here giving of themselves and their time and their knowledge. And I've never experienced a group of people who just give of themselves freely because they just want to help.
Yeah.
I've never experienced that, and I'm an old bastard, right? Like, I've been around a while.
He said it, not Dan.
I saw it coming from day one. But no, like, I've lived a lot of life, and I've just never experienced something like this. It's very unique, I think, and thank you for creating this. It's been pretty awesome.
Yeah, and then you, Lexi, your current job
Yeah.
came through social media, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird to say that, but yeah, Twitter or live streaming or both. I'm not sure. Someone from Blue Origin found me that way and messaged me on Twitter and was like, "Hey, we got a job opening. You want to apply?" And I was like, "Yeah, like, yeah, it's space.
What?
Okay, yeah, it's really a life-changing thing.
Yeah.
I don't even know how else to say it. It's life-changing.
And that's the net engineering community on even on Twitter, not past our Discord.
Right.
You know, when I joined Twitter, I wanted to like meet other network engineers that were not just at the company I was at back then, and I didn't think there would be that many of us out there, but there are a lot of us out there. I knew there was a lot of like cybersecurity stuff going on with that community, but I did not know there were so many network engineers. It's wild.
The NetEng Twitter community is so cool. So, like, I got my job through Twitter. Like,
Man.
yeah, like
So
I
many
you know,
of us
like you kind of know people, right? Like
Yeah.
we're here, and like, oh yeah, I know you're like, you know. So I knew people, and I reached out, and there was a TME, and like, what's that like? And then that led to other conversations, and then somebody that I guess has been following me on Twitter and the podcast reached out, and like now I have this like dream job at Juniper. Like, it happened from the community. You know, like the NetEng community on Twitter is how they found me. If I wasn't on Twitter, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
It's like Twitter's the new LinkedIn.
It's a better version
It's
of
a
that.
not as many guardrails as LinkedIn.
Right.
Yeah, it's a little bit better with communicating with people too. LinkedIn is a little bit stodgy. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's another way to have a voice, right? It's another communications channel. It's a way to,
Yeah.
get your brand out there, right?
I don't know.
Like-
I don't feel like I can just like post like shit posts on LinkedIn. I could curse up a storm about BGP on Twitter though. So, different platforms.
You could start a new trend on shit posting on LinkedIn. I think.
I'm a little too scared for that. At least on Twitter, I have like a pseudo. I'm just a little bit. My full name is not there technically.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
So wait, hold on a second. So do the people you work with now know about your shit post?
A couple of them found. Well, no, the shippo specifically, no, because I haven't done one in a while. So I'm really just visible as like on Twitter. But some people did find out I have a presence. I
That's a
exist.
good word for it.
The first thing somebody found out at work and they were like, "Oh, you're on Twitter. I found you." And I was like, "Oh no." And then he's like,
Oh no.
"You have 9,000 followers. Who are you?"
Dear Lord, what did we get into?
What have I done? I should have created a decoy line. No, it's cool.
Lexi_Blue Origin.
Lexi_professional rocket person.
Yes,
I
like
don't
an
know.
astronaut picture.
No, I need to
Like-
stop. I'm not trying to be conceited. I'm not even close to. I'm like a junior engineer there. I'm nowhere close to what everybody else at Blue Origin is. It's just nice to be there and like soak in the rocket knowledge. I'm just
Rocket
lucky to have gotten the opportunity. Like that's all. That's what it's all about, right? Opportunity
Yeah.
within the community.
But you had to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
and so many people in the Discord, like, we also, I think you started the content creator tab channel or whatever.
Me? I'll take credit
AJ?
for it.
AJ?
Oh, AJ?
I'm looking at you, AJ.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, am I
Oh.
cross-eyed? Have I had too many beers?
You were staring me right in the eye, bro.
Yeah, I did not feel like you were looking at me.
Oh,
but
my
okay.
bad. Sorry. Yeah, no, you started the content creator channel. didn't you?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but it was really funny because in the beginning, people started. They're like, I'm gonna start my own website. My own blog. I'm gonna start talking about my journey. Not me, but them. And I think that like sparked something right there. Like what you're saying with the opportunity. People are reading other people's blogs.
Yeah.
Some people. Let's see. I'm not seeing. Some people have YouTube channels and whatnot, but.
Who has a YouTube channel? Raise your hand. Go. Anyone?
We don't do
Yeah,
that.
Tim. You got
Yeah.
one?
Carpe
Tim has
diem
one?
VPN.
Yeah.
You.
All right. Why is it like a half minute?
He's
Sort
like,
of. You sort of have a YouTube channel.
So Dan, you talked about a second ago where you said your journey, but you weren't talking about your journey. I want to talk about your journey for a minute.
Oh boy, put me on the spot.
So I really think that this podcast and this community has really helped you find your voice, because I've gone, I had listened from episode 1 up to, I don't remember what episode I started.
31.
Are you shitting me right now?
No, you're episode 31.
I did the math yesterday.
Yeah, you'll talk about
We got
this.
Rain Man Murray over here.
Well, I'm pretty involved in the podcast.
He is.
He only started it.
But Dan, where you've come from, because I've heard from the guys when they started this that you would, you get through an episode, you'd get your bits in here and there, and then you'd get to the end and you just really open up. And
Yeah.
AJ would yell at you saying, "Why didn't you say that on
Yeah.
the show?"
I'll never forget it. It was like one of the first episodes we recorded, and we got through the whole recording, and we literally stopped record, and Dan was just like, you know what? There was this experience I had with these firewalls, and he just like went into this tangent. We're like, dude, why didn't you talk about that while we were recording?
And I can't wait for you to listen to especially the last 5 minutes of this show. You're leading this thing.
Oh no.
I mean, look at this.
Oh no.
I mean, I'm just trying to say that with the show and the community,
Yeah.
I think it's helping even the 5 of us here.
Oh yeah, it's definitely helped me to be. I talk more. I'm definitely more of an introvert. This is not my thing in front of people. And,
I mean, you tweet about pocket knives all the time. so-
yeah, I know, but normally we're talking behind a camera, right? That's what I'm looking at on my side.
Right.
Is a camera that in a screen with y'all's faces on it, and so this.
He always has Andy's as the biggest one. He maximizes.
Yeah, I do. Got to see that.
For
hair.
some reason, his screen has a big crack in it.
No, but yeah, this has helped me in getting better about talking about things, right? Like one part that I've struggled with in just my day-to-day job is like, sometimes we have to present to the higher ups, and you got to present a technology that you're, some kind of solution to whatever the business is struggling with, and it's sometimes hard to turn off the nerd knob and talk business, right? Like, and so being able to talk in front of people, this kind of thing, has helped me with that with my job. So yeah, 100%.
Not only does like seeing what's going on in the community like motivate us, but even in the team here, like there was a period where it just seemed like one after the other was like getting a win. Like Tim got his promotion, Andy got his new job, Dan's gotten promotions, Lexi got a new job, I got a new job, and just like talking amongst each other in the close team, and just be like, holy shit, like everybody just gets like fired up off each other, and the energy is amazing.
Yeah, I think another thing I'll say is don't be, not that you should listen to anything I say, but don't be shy about sharing any of your experiences if you think it'll be remotely helpful. And I'll bring Andy into it.
Oh.
I don't get very many LinkedIn messages from people saying that I am really helping and changing people's lives. Andy shares all the ones that he gets. And Andy, you've talked about, your career, your jump from pre-IT to cable guy to production engineer to where you are now and as a product manager. And you did a blog a while back that really kind of broke apart how you got into the podcast and how it helped you get through some dark times. And you were being vulnerable. You were sharing that experience, and you didn't know what was going to come from that. Mm. And I'll tell you what, it was tons of positive feedback. Mm. You're helping people. So, I mean, I'm just saying, even if you're not sure that something's going to be helped, you never know who you're going to help by what you say.
Yep.
Speechless for once.
I'm staring Andy in the eye.
I think of all of us, Andy definitely gets the most messages that are like,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
you changed
Yeah.
my life.
Hands down.
You're amazing. Yeah.
It's cool, man.
Well,
It's great. Yeah.
It's the hair.
One thing.
It is.
It's the hair. The hair makes me
Dude, your
approachable.
haircut changed my life. I thought I looked like shit, and then I saw you.
But in most of these messages, they reference us, like
Yeah,
the show and the
Yeah.
Discord. I
Yeah.
don't know why they're reaching out to me. I don't know if my client, like computer science, I don't know. I feel like because I was like this blue collar ladder climbing guy who somehow
Ladder climbing guy.
I was on a ladder every day, like running cables to houses and stuff. Like I just feel like that demographic really, like, whoa. What I always tried to say is like, if I can do it, you can do it too. Like I'm not the smartest
Right.
guy in any room I'm in,
Yeah.
and I just work really hard and I try my best and I try to be a good person and help the next person, and it just seems to keep paying off. And they're all the people that reach out to me, like, thank you so much. I can't, this or that, like whatever. Somebody just hit us up like, yo, salary negotiation. I just got a 25% bump doing the trick thing. And like,
Yeah, because of the episode.
yeah. And all of us too. Like somebody just reached out. I forget where it was. Somebody was in a really dark spot and they just like found a therapist and they like thought they were at the brink. And then somehow they came across our mental health episode and were like, oh my God, like this is, they got like, yo, the universe just put this show right. Like they heard what they needed right at that time.
How
And
crazy is that?
just, yeah, it's beautiful, right?
I have Ladder Climbing Guy's first album, by the way. They're great in concert.
So, and one thing I also want to hit on is, we interview a lot of different types of people, right? We interview people who, in my eyes, have made it to the top of, or at least to the end of, or where we want to be, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And then we've also interviewed people who like were AV people that were trying to get into help desk, or were in help desk, and now they want to try to get into networking team. And I think that resonates with a lot of people that are on this journey. Because if I'm looking around, and I think we've had about like 10 people in here on the show already.
Thank you.
And what?
I'm just thanking them for coming on the
yeah,
show. We
no.
needed their help. Thank you.
Yeah, and it all different kinds of backgrounds, right? We are you in TAC? Not anymore. You're in TAC though, yeah. And
Zapdos.
But hearing some TAC stories, hearing some Robin, you started with voice, right? Is that right? Desktop engineer. But then you went VoIP at some point. Yeah. You're specialist in voice, right? Yeah.
And he'll have his PhD in about 3.5 months.
But it's just crazy. Like hearing the different backgrounds makes me feel so much better about my current path, right? Because like I've always felt that I've been at the same place for 10 years, and I'm like, am I losing? Like, do I need to job hump?
Job hump? Hey now.
Job.
That's a new hump.
There we go.
Hey, Dan's beer's empty if anybody wants to help out.
He's job humping.
Greatly appreciated.
I'm job humping over here.
That poor job.
Yeah, I really feel sorry for the job. But in hearing other people's stories though, like you, Tim, because how many years have you been at your place now? Is it about 10?
Are you looking at me? Is he looking at me?
Yeah. How long you been?
It'll be 12 next month.
12. Okay. And so hearing that, it's like, okay, maybe this isn't bad, right? Like maybe I'm not actually, or that I am on a good path.
Yeah,
right?
this has really helped me too, Dan, because I feel like I've been able to draw a lot of parallels with you throughout
right.
this, and we've been able to bounce a lot of stuff off each other, and it's been just being able to communicate with other people.
Yeah, and then like with Chris Denny over there, we kind of I'm looking.
What's
at you,
Andy
buddy.
say? What did Andy say that one time? Fuck Chris Denny.
Yeah. Oh gosh. But I resonated with your story because that's kind of what I've gone through, right? I'm not a specialist in anything. I'm more of I touch everything. And
Back to job humping, I guess.
all right. No, and so it's good to hear that from other people, because sometimes it's like, man, it would be nice if I just focused on firewalls, or if I just focused on ACI, or something like that. You know, but then I hear other people's stories, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe I don't have it so bad, right?
Yeah. Well, you can forge your own path. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I don't know.
Hashtag, it's all about the journey. There you go.
Say what?
Full circle. Yeah.
Full circle. Circle of life.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can sing?
We should have
Wow.
you do the intros.
Yeah. No, that would be bad. But yeah, so I think my point that I was land the plane here is that you hear all these different stories and how they got to where they're at now, and it's like this is cool. I can, because not everybody I resonate with, but there's definitely been some key people that I've resonated with on like my path. And I hope that for everyone else, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've always assumed that successful people were born successful and they've always been on top of the mountain.
Exactly, because
I don't know why, but always.
social media.
It just seems that way.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, look at them. They must have always been, amazing at their job and super smart. And
Right.
and that's been one of the most wonderful things we've peeled back, not intentionally, but on the show interviewing people, is like there's just everybody started like, Keith Barker working a cash register, like,
Yeah.
and saw the IT come in with a briefcase. And he's like, I want a briefcase. But like the origin stories of these brilliant people we know that they were just like anybody else. And it helped me because I just assume people are, oh, you were born successful and brilliant.
Yeah.
I used to feel really insecure about having started my career over at like 28.
Yeah.
And then I listened to all the guests and, learned about all these different people who had also done that around the same age. And it's like, this isn't that uncommon. And you can still be very successful at what you do, even if you start late. So,
I love
just
the
exposure to
vulnerability,
that
right?
perspective.
Like no matter what, you can start over, and like it just our guests and just it disarms that like, well, everybody's born perfect and wonderful.
Yeah.
Like no, there's struggles and people, it's hard, and like you started over in your 20s. I started over in my 30s.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Is that espresso face? Like,
So big shout out to the guests that have been on our show who have shared their journeys, because it's not always easy.
you're welcome.
But seriously, it's not always easy talking about your past and your struggles with like where you came from. Because like I started at a grocery store, like that was my first job. I took a pay cut to come into IT. And
Wow.
and so it's like, but you hear other people like that, and it's like, damn. It's nice to hear that.
Yep.
I don't know. They can do it. I can do it.
Yeah.
That kind
That's
of
it.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and the community has helped that. So, I do appreciate everyone who's come on and given their backstory, how they got into where they're at. That's just awesome.
AJ, it's really good that you knew exactly that this was going to happen when you started this.
Yeah.
I will tell you that, like, I had been a content creator for a couple of years. I was doing the blogging thing, and I always thought that, like, I want to take the content creation to the next level. And I didn't want to get into a YouTube channel because I didn't want to make the investment in the camera gear, and it just seemed like nauseating, right? Like, I went to an event in like 2019, and Network Chuck was there and a few other YouTubers, and they were like hauling around entire luggage bags full of like video gear, and I was just like, fuck that. I do not want to do that. It's not something I'm interested in.
Wow.
So I'm like, all right, so maybe a podcast is like the next thing that I want to
Because
do.
it's been super easy, right?
You weren't hauling around any gear this whole time.
Yeah, he made me hauled around there.
Don't mind that big blue suitcase in the back of the room. That's fine. So when I thought about like, okay, what's the next thing we want to do? Do a podcast. Okay, great. And there was a number of different podcasts that I was listening to that I thought I could pull like little bits of information from and create the art of network engineering. And no joke, like that title and what this has become has been something that I sat on for 2 years at least.
So you had the art of network engineering ready for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But it wasn't until we started doing the study group and we had such great conversations that I was just like, whoa.
This sounds like a show.
This could be a thing. And so I pitched the idea to Andy, Dan, and then at that time Aaron, and a couple of other people, and those guys bit onto it, and now like here we are. Holy shit, this is a thing.
Yeah.
And there's been so much that has happened. Like I never thought we would be at a live show in front of an audience, because of stuff that we started 2 years ago in a study group. I never saw or thought that people would come to us and be like, your podcast changed my life. Like, I was not ready for that as a content creator. And I will tell you that is like, I don't do drugs, but I gotta imagine that that's like way better than any drug out there, right? Like when somebody tells you like what you did changed my life, that's a very addicting feeling. Like you just want to get out there and change as many lives as you possibly can. And so now it's been this like, okay, I got to reel it in. I'm not going to change everybody's life. So let's come back down to reality here.
Everybody just clapped because you said you didn't do drugs.
Just say no.
So
Very happy for you.
Yeah, so this has been absolutely incredible. I still can't believe that we're all sitting here. I can look you all in the eye. I can touch you and feel you.
Dude, not the
He
hair.
just messed up my hair.
The hair.
That's really sticky. I don't understand.
But my what I'm waiting for is after this, like we get to actually hang out with everybody. So like we were kind of setting up, and I didn't get to talk to everybody, and I just can't wait to actually go talk to everybody.
I think Dan's saying let's wrap it up.
Yeah, man.
I think that's probably not a bad idea. We got 10 minutes left to go. I do want to open it up to the audience. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, come on up.
All right, come on up.
It's a hot mic.
Yeah,
Everybody.
let's get
You
the mic
can't-
though, so
can't sit back there and
we
ask
can
the question.
record the question.
Got a hot mic.
Hot mic for Mike V2.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello.
So, like, when you guys started the podcast or were the study group, were you guys all studying for the same thing? Were you studying different topics?
Yeah. So
What started that?
Great question. Absolutely great question. So I had been failing the CCNP exams, and I saw a bunch of other people failing CCNP exams, and
Yep.
so I all reached into their Twitter DMs and like, hey, I want to start this study group. I don't know why, but it never dawned on me to ask somebody that had their CCNP to come to us.
Can you help us? A bunch of people who can't pass
A bunch of
the
people who
exams.
can't pass exams are all going to get together and
Why-
try to study.
You guys
Why would we
figured it
need
out,
their-
so.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It all worked out.
Awesome. Thanks,
Yeah.
Mike.
Anything else? Anyone else?
Oh, all right, Margaret. Where's the flute?
So I'm curious, like, I'm a really big supporter of community, and that's one of the reasons why I was drawn to Art of Network Engineering. Have you seen others reach out to ask you to like help them leverage efforts, or
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Cisco? I'm just curious the stories about like that.
Yeah. Well, tons of people have reached out and said like, we want to donate gear. We want to donate books and all sorts of stuff.
yeah.
And we love that. And it's so hard to manage all that stuff, right? Like we're already trying to do everything with the podcast, and then people come to us and be like, well, we want to donate a bunch of books. It's like, well, shit, how are we going to do that?
Time to organize a giveaway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to
Like,
work
I have a
Can I
data
just
center
say-
full of end-of-life gear. Do you want to give it away? Like,
We're like, we're not sure if we can. Like,
We need like a warehouse for all the donations.
that's
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
we need. You can manage the warehouse.
Why would you do that to me? No, but managing giveaways, let me just say, is stressful.
a little
I
bit.
don't know how
Yeah.
y'all do it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think so, but
It is.
I know him.
Here comes this guy.
So, I
Into
know-
the
Can you talk into the mic, sir?
Is this not close?
Well,
No,
like
you
where
have it
everybody
all
else
down on
stood in the
side,
front
on
there.
side. Yeah.
Hey!
Very directional.
Poor guy.
So I've seen a little bit of behind the scenes what you guys do, but how much time do you spend communicating with each other, setting things up, coming up with how you're going to do what you're going to do next?
If I don't talk to these guys daily, I miss them.
Okay.
No, so there have been, Jordan, there have been times where somebody will just hit something in the group chat saying, hey, everybody okay?
Yeah.
Is my
Everybody
phone
still
is my
alive?
phone still working?
Yeah, we have a
Yeah.
we have a group chat in
Yeah.
in Discord.
It's
And-
pretty
You
active.
know?
And this has been like a family, and families have ups and downs, and we have had the same. And it's just the support, though. That's what's awesome.
Awesome. So it's your own support network as well.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
God,
for
yeah.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep
when
each
we have
other
wins,
safe.
it's just like all capitalized F words and way to go.
Well, ever since Lexi
Yeah.
showed up, it was all
Yeah, she's a bad influence on
It's
us.
not F words anymore. It's fuck words.
I'm learning, I'm adapting, I'm growing.
But Jordan, even beyond the show, like AJ and I have been in more touch probably in the past 6 months. I hope this is okay to share. He started reaching out a few months back, just like, hey man, just checking in, how you doing? And
Yeah.
he didn't know I needed that check-in.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if I ever told him, but like people checking in has been it comes right at the right time, right? Like life is hard sometimes, and so just even beyond the show, right? Like I have made friends, which just is the best.
We are friends. Yeah.
But also to step even out of our circle, the community, right? Like Wheezy reaches out to me all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
bro,
same.
how you doing?
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's just like, it's awesome to have people just reach out to you that, 3 years ago we didn't have that.
Yeah.
Just something
Right.
that simple can
Yeah.
change the course of your day.
But
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they
Yeah.
understand like what we're going through, right?
Yeah, right.
Like from just IT work and whatnot, not just like because we got friends and they're not into IT and they don't understand like what we go through and stuff. And it's just so nice to be like able to just shoot the shit about talk shop about like what we do, what we struggle with, like tickets. Oh my god, So yeah, it's not just this group right here. It's even into the community again.
And
So.
let me just say, for the women network engineers out there, there's maybe one in our audience right now. We also have kind of a kinship as well, and I've had a number of like female network engineers reach out to me at times and do the same thing, like check in, like, hey, how you doing? Not always because something has happened, although occasionally it is for that reason, but like, it's just really, really nice to have that, like you said, and like, women in net eng, women in tech, it's also a tribe of its own, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a very important, community place to have as well.
Yeah.
Anybody
Any
else?
other questions?
Enjoying the pizza? Beer good?
Yeah, how's the beer?
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Highwire.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll speak
Thanks,
for everybody.
Highwire.
It's actually
It's very, very good beer. Awesome event space.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a sucker for string lights. This is amazing.
Well, they got you covered. So.
And they got our like colors and the lights over here and everything.
Heck yeah.
And then Open Gear's got.
And once again, I want to highlight Open Gear. They really helped pull this all together. They
Yeah,
were
yeah.
our first ever sponsor. And more than a sponsor, they really become a partner for us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a friendship.
Yeah, it's been incredible. Thank you.
This event did not happen without Open Gear,
Oh,
so
yeah.
thank you.
They are forever our only out-of-band sponsor. We will never accept a sponsorship from another out-of-band company.
They have plugged that spot, right?
Absolutely.
Did you hear that, Dave?
And so I actually want to go into Open Gear just a little bit, right? So they let us into one of their sales meetings just not a couple hours ago, right? And one of the things they hit on is being a trusted advisor, right? And to me, who I consider a good vendor is when an SE or anyone that is their representative on the technical side and sales side too, right? If I can just like text my SE or something like that and be like, hey, how are other customers doing this? Because I'm trying to come up with this in my head and I don't think it's right. And give me some
Sanity
tips
check.
and whatnot.
It's a relationship investment.
Exactly, right. And then they text back or respond back, and help you with that. And we had our interview this morning and we were talking about, you were writing Ansible playbooks and stuff like that for your customers and working with them. And then you were also talking about how the TFTP, right? And
Don't give away the whole episode, man. It hasn't aired yet.
Did you sign an NDA?
I did not. I didn't sign it. So
They haven't told the world yet about the TFTP.
Sorry, Dan Baxter.
whoops. Let me. But shortly after they tested something like that, they put it as an actual feature on their box.
Yeah.
And so what I'm getting to is they are preaching this at their sales meetings, right? And so I value that personally. So big shout out to Open Gear on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Thank you, Open Gear.
Thanks, guys and girls.
Now, I will say it just happened to be the second that we walked in that they started saying that, but no, it was already on the slide. So
I just want to say how cool it was to meet Dan Baxter today.
yes,
We've been talking to Dan for a long time. We interviewed him last year, and to see him pull up in the driveway at our house, I had to give the man a hug.
In the woods, up in the mountains. I mean, we made him work for it. I mean,
I can't quit you, Dan.
I get that a lot. I get that a lot. Yeah.
He's a grizzly bear. So.
I am. 6'2", 200 something pounds. I don't know exactly. There's a lot of man here.
what just happened?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not all in the right places, but there's a lot of man here.
And it's time to wrap up the show.
But seriously, thank you for being our first sponsor and helping us with this.
Yeah.
This event right here would not have happened
Not at
without you
all.
guys. So we really
Thank
appreciate
you.
that.
Thank you.
Awesome. This is incredible. Thank you so much for coming out. And I think we're going to spend the rest of the show chatting with you all that made the trek down or up or over, however you got here. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you so much to Open Gear. And my God, this has been such a pleasure doing this with you guys live in the flash, because I don't think we're going to record another one before we leave tomorrow.
No.
So
No.
That's enough. This is enough
We-
podcasts for one trip. We did a lot.
Yeah.
all right.
Who's ready for the outro? No?
They don't know what
We'll see you next year at another A1 Live event. Thanks for coming. Hey everyone, this is AJ. If you like what you heard today, then make sure you subscribe to our podcast on your favorite podcatcher. Smash that bell icon to get notified of all of our future episodes. Also, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We are at Art of NetEng. That's Art of NETENG. You can also find us on the web at artofnetworkengineering.com, where we post all of our show notes. You can read blog articles from the co-hosts and guests, and also a lot more news and info from the networking world. Thanks for listening.